We're started. You can click pause, Ken, on that. I'm waiting for Dana.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, we're going to the prom.
Wow.
Oh, that's Julie Russell. She was from England.
Which
Oh.
one? Which one?
Oh, her. Really nice person. She finally moved back. But anyway, she had a 45 record of the Beatles before they were big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she introduced us to the Beatles.
What do you think initially?
But wonderful. Yeah, that doesn't look like Keith.
Doesn't, does it?
I have no idea who that is.
I know, but a date has a big hair.
Yeah.
She was tall.
Yeah. So it looks like Christmas time because there are some presents.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to move you.
So I don't know what that, and I have no idea who
I
these
like this one.
people are. Ooh, look at those shoes. Those are nice shoes.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not gay.
yeah. I'm like, look at those end tables. Those end tables
You
are awesome.
too. Stop it.
There's
Oh.
Keith.
Oh, birds of paradise.
Wow, look at that little curl in front. Very suave. It's like straight out of Back to the Future.
Yeah, he's
huh?
ready to go dance under the sea dance.
It looks like straight out of Back to the Future, Dad.
Yeah. Which that film, I think that.
It's this era, yeah.
So there's Keith and his dates.
And his inappropriate friend.
Always gotta have one.
Yeah.
They have matching shoes.
He had different friends than I did.
Oh, yeah. You guys are very different people.
Yeah. His friends were really into drugs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And the only thing illegal at the time was like heroin and marijuana.
I think that's someone's smartphone in the dark.
Yeah.
That's.
So they were up for having a good time.
I guess.
Probably fighting a man.
I guess.
Is Keith the one in Miracle or Keeney?
Yeah. Those, what I would do for like that lampshade in the back there. I mean, seriously, it's amazing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
I don't see it, but okay.
Is this a wedding cake?
Oh, right. Good eye. The veil is on top of a thing.
Mm-hmm. Wedding
I
bell.
think they handed Keith the camera again.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wonder who got married.
Is this a little bright? It's either really bright or really dark.
Is that the sewing machine you have?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, that
furniture.
sideboard.
Oh, geez, those.
And that
river-
wallpaper. See, that's what I was trying to find, honey, for the jumbo wallpaper. Look at that. I made it a good eye. Oh,
Another
there's
one?
a smiling in that one. That's nice. Are you wearing green?
That little mint.
It looks like blue. Shouldn't it be blue? Hard to say.
You're matching the vase, and the vase is creamy green.
So you can't set the stage. It's like your mom's like, Kenneth, get in front of the fireplace.
So what did she call you when you were in trouble?
I was never in trouble.
What did she call Keith when he was in trouble?
Keith? I don't know.
And what'd she call your dad?
Uh,
Jerry, get your camera.
Jerry. Yeah.
Get your camera, Jerry.
I think she might have used the word dad, but I can't remember.
Mm.
I do not remember having wooden paneling in this living room.
Wonderful veneer.
How about that? We moved into that house in 1958, and they never changed a thing.
There's nothing needing changing.
What's old is new. It always comes back. Even mullets are back down. Oh.
Huh, wonder who she is.
The TV on wheels, I love it. You watched the moon landing on that? Didn't you?
Well, you couldn't. When they landed on the moon, I was water skiing on Lake Crescent in Port Angeles.
I guess somebody had to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like it was a plane. This slide keeps coming back. Now there's a
Is that
person.
Aunt Pat or is that a Pokeet steak?
No, it's a ghost.
There's a person there.
Okay, next set.
Ah.
Oh, what a great picture.
Moody, brooding. That's him.
Teenage.
That
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Now they're all happy.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it pretty?
I think this might have been the trip they went to British Columbia, but I'm not sure. Hard to say.
It's a
What
lot
is
of
a lot of trees?
driftwood. That car went everywhere, didn't
Boy,
it?
it did, and they treated it like it was four-wheel drive.
Well, what's the point of having a car if you don't use
Well,
it?
you know, it was comfortable.
That's what happened to your truck, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what happens with cars, yeah.
My mother used to say she bought that car with her own money.
Oh, yeah?
She never knew how much my dad made.
No.
Yeah, it was a secret.
Never
Yeah.
knew how much your dad made.
Then if she didn't know how much he made, she couldn't expect anything. She got what he gave her. Spent their food. We got, it's a control. Completely controlled.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
It's a lake of some sort. Or is it? Ocean?
Yeah.
Grandma Nada did the best with what she had.
This would probably be British Columbia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't go on this trip. I decided I wanted to stay home. This was like 1965 or
Why
so.
were you allowed to do that and I wasn't?
I don't know.
You didn't let me stay home for a vacation. Of course, I really am glad I didn't.
Yeah, you had a wonderful time.
I did.
Yeah.
Look at these.
It's just the 15-hour drive there was miserable because it just.
You had a good time 2 hours after we left the house. You had the whole back seat to yourself.
Oh, I read my book. I
Yeah.
finished that book. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. What was it? With the Lost Boys. Or, yeah.
We had a Jeep Wagoneer, and you know, I would carve out a spot in the back of the truck or in the Wagoneer. I could lay down,
Oh, wow.
and I think I had some music. I might even have the camcorder that I was able to record like Star Wars onto
Whoa.
it, and I could watch it in the viewfinder.
Doretta, you should. Have you been to Victoria?
No,
You should.
Yeah.
You would really enjoy it.
that's in Canada, right?
Yeah.
That's right. It's on Vancouver Island.
Yeah, I really like to go
Yeah,
there.
you would. There's quite a bit, and
Do
a
they
wonderful,
allow
wonderful
cars
garden.
there now?
What?
Do they allow cars there?
People live there.
Oh,
It's a big island, and they have ferries, you know, that go to the U.S. and to the
ferries.
mainland Canada.
That fly is on.
Gosh. Here I am again, some other
It's
dance.
like a nice carnation. You want
Yeah.
a pedal? What's on the news? Is that Walter Cronkite?
probably the news.
Looks like, you know, it looks like Mud, what was his first name? I can't remember, but probably CBS.
Wow, you rock it, Grandma Nada. Look at that outfit.
Yeah, she was always dieting.
Yeah.
Always.
I feel her.
Yeah,
She was always what?
Dieting.
dieting.
Oh.
She used to buy this Metrical, I think it was called. This powder stuff, and you mix it in water or milk, and it was supposed to kill your appetite.
It's basically fiber.
Yeah.
Just Metamucil fills your stomach up so you don't eat.
Yeah.
Well, what was the one that caused all the birth defects?
No, that's. Aw. That was a nausea med. They get you pregnant with it.
Interestingly enough, different dates, different clothes,
Yeah.
same bird of paradise.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, but the other one didn't have 5.
I like this arrangement better.
This one has more, yeah. You had 3 birds of paradise, I think, in the other pictures. And there's 5 in that.
So you can see we have 2 TVs here.
Yeah.
Really?
There's the whole
Oh, the old one.
hi-fi. Yeah, and then evidently it's broken, and so now we have a little portable. Oh, that portable was probably my sister's when she divorced her husband, left her husband, and moved back in the house. And that TV went into my brother's and myself's room, and we would watch all of the space launches, beginning with Mercury, all the way through the Gemini stuff.
Did you watch Star Trek on its original release?
No.
You didn't? Oh.
No. I don't
You could have
even.
got a bonus son-in-law points if you would have
I'm
just said
sure.
yes, Dad. There's no way to prove it.
That's true. That's good.
That's true. I could have said yes. Oh yeah, I remember that. And repeat the same people that are in it today.
You probably went to all the dances, huh?
You know, it's interesting. I remember us going and cutting wood out in the forest so we could have wood for the fireplace, but we didn't have a truck. I don't know how he did that. One of those miracle things that, oh, I remember her.
What was her name?
Kathy Russell. Real kind of body. She was a lot of fun. Neat person. Fun person. She was one of my circle of friends. Always had a good time with her and the other people that were there.
I can see the attitude coming through right now.
Yeah. A little feisty.
Yeah.
She was. She invited me to a Sadie Hawkins dance where the girls asked the guys and the girls make the guys t-shirts. And I think I had a t-shirt or a shirt, button-down shirt that had puppies on it or something like that. And you can see my mom's taste. You know, you see this up here,
Uh-huh.
and you these full curtains. Oh yeah, she spent a ton of money
On curtains.
on it and everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That was her work environment.
true.
You know? And you-
She wanted to be a nurse and enrolled in nursing school. I have no idea what this is. And loved it, but she couldn't do it and cook and clean and iron and sew
Yeah.
and all of those things.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a drive-in theater in the
Yeah,
background.
there is. And I remember going to that drive-in theater and sitting on the fence and watching Ben-Hur.
Oh,
Do you know what was built in this lot?
No. But you know, this was in the 60s, so everything's new. Could have been a mall or a big store or something. I don't know. I don't know why this is important, but there were just
frankly, it looks like they're doing storage.
a lot.
It looks like they're
Yeah.
building
There
store
was
yourself storage.
Just a ton of growth. So back here, this is Moffett Field,
Oh yeah, I recognize
which is now
it.
Ames Research Center.
But those are still there.
Yeah.
I just would buy them.
That these I think this is really for blimps, and that might have been too. But that's when they were built. When those
They're
blimp.
some of the largest wooden structures ever built. There's a couple of them in Southern California too.
Yeah. Well, these are metal.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I remember my dad would. This was on Moffett Field, Naval Air Station, and my dad would take us down there once a month, and for a quarter he would tell the barber what to do with our head. So I didn't have a haircut cut by a civilian until I was out of college.
Yeah.
That's handy. 25 cents. Sounds even like a good deal back then.
Yeah, I guess. I wasn't paying it. I hope they show us the after picture of this construction.
Yeah, I mean, it's an old field. Look at that. You can still see the.
Yeah,
Is that canola? Is that canola?
I doubt it. I don't know if that was the thing then.
Alfalfa?
A lot of people are looking for somewhere to park.
Maybe it's a parking lot.
But we weren't that close to Moffett Field, though you could hear the jets take off.
Jeez, everybody's looking for somewhere to park. Well, why take a
This
picture
must
of
be
it?
where
the-
Grandpa used to work.
This looks like the beginning of Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
These buildings, they were making silicon wafers, semiconductors, all that technology was so brand new and revolutionary. Yeah, everything was air conditioned and in sterile environments.
And he's on the roof of a building, so he has access to it.
Yeah.
Where did he work again when he got out of the Navy?
I think he went to work for Fairchild Semiconductor, and then he went and joined a startup called Amelco. And and he was there until they moved to Portland, where he got a job with Hewlett Packard, I think, or something like that. But when I was in school, and when I was a junior, I got a job. The school placed me in the same place my father was working without knowing.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'd go to school with a friend, or go to work with a friend in the afternoon at 1 o'clock and get a ride home with him.
that's nice.
Yeah, it was. He had to behave then, too.
Your dad had to behave?
Sure.
Because his work buddies would
From
know.
1 until 5.
Maybe this is his startup company.
Yeah, it looks like this might be.
Be interesting
And
to go
that
back
and that
find
Moffett
out.
Field wasn't that close, but you can see those are big buildings.
Yeah. Another section?
So, like I said, we used to have parties in the neighborhood. The adults did, and the theme of this one was Hawaiian. That was probably across the street or next door, and that was a neat thing. That was really fun. My folks really enjoyed it. I didn't get anything out of it, but it was fun.
And you were observing from the outside.
Evidently, yeah.
You remember it, it's like, stay out of the way, children.
And it wasn't at our house, so I probably never even saw this.
Oh. And whatever happens at the enchanted tiki party, it
Stays
at
at the-
Look
Yes.
at all those power lines.
Yeah, I have no idea where this is.
Don't grow any trees.
Oh, I'm gonna graduate now. There probably won't be a picture of my brother because he didn't.
He didn't graduate?
He graduated. He got his diploma after attending summer school.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my mother was so mad. She was so mad.
Those birds of paradise just are she's always picking fresh birds of paradise.
Yeah, I doubt those are fresh.
What?
Yeah, Grandma liked plastic. Both. If
Yeah.
Grandpa popped by, it seemed to. Grandma.
Okay, there's Grandpa and Bert and Ethel.
Oh, is that Ethel showing some leg there?
No, that's Grandma Nada.
That's Grandma Nada.
Oh yeah, they look like
She
your
did
legs.
have nice legs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
did.
that-
When she dressed up, and she had a polka dot dress that I thought was the best ever.
Did you ever tell her?
Oh yeah. Looks like a party in the basement.
Somebody's probably doing charades. Or
This is
something.
probably, yeah, it could be.
Look at those those TV trays.
Oh,
What would
yeah.
we do for those?
Oh, yeah.
Those are so lovely. We should try to find some old vintage
I wonder
TV
where
trays.
this is.
I don't think that'd be very stable.
Oh, but they'd be light. I feel like stable's important. I drop a lot of things. There's your graduation.
Graduation.
How exciting! That's so cool. There's pictures of this, Dad.
Yeah.
That is so
Oh,
cool.
more pictures.
Yeah, Mom or Dad, or whoever's taking the picture.
Jerry, grab your camera.
Good
Good
luck,
luck,
Ed and Levon.
Oh, they must be leaving.
I guess so. Bye. One picture of me and
No, there are two. There was two.
okay.
They got one with a smile and one with like, "Are we done yet?"
See ya.
That's a better picture.
Yeah.
Were you in any clubs in high school?
No, well, when I was the water polo manager when I was a freshman. We never lost a game. We were beating college teams. The coach was an ex-Olympian, very good. And sophomore year, I just kind of played. Junior year, I got a job, so I was off campus, both at noon, both junior and senior year.
Next set.
Okay, Sylvia, Gary, me, Keith. Look how tall Keith is now.
Yeah.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom,
Troy.
Troy, Karen, and Kim. Now Kim is no longer living.
Who's in the middle? Is that?
Oh, maybe that was Sylvia's mother. I don't. Yeah, obviously not my grandma.
Okay.
Yeah. They all look old, when you get that age. all look the same.
What's that, Matt?
Probably a miracle snow.
That's so many pictures of
Yeah,
snow.
wow.
And it's, wow, we take.
Oh no, okay. So this is when they moved to Portland, really near Beaverton or Hillsboro.
Yep.
They bought the 60 acres in Cornelius. So this is their home on that 60 acres. Really neat. It was really neat. I could get there in about 2 hours from Port Angeles.
Oh,
See how beautiful it was?
cool. Did you go visit often when you were stationed in Port Angeles?
Yeah, when I could, yeah. It was certainly for the holidays. And when Keith and I were in New York City together at Radioman School, that first year we were there in December, we both flew home to Portland, and my brother and my sister were there, everybody was there, and it snowed so much. My brother was in the Air Force, Keith and I were in the Coast Guard. We couldn't leave.
Oh, do you guys
Yeah.
get in trouble?
No, because of the weather, you know. But my dad has some cattle, and you know, it was just they enjoyed themselves so much until my mother found out he was sleeping with another woman.
Yeah. That kind of kills the.
Yeah. So they had to sell this place, I think, and split it. But it was just gorgeous.
And that was it. That's the last.
Okay.